The part begins, and we see an injured man being tended to by the great elder. And the second elder is speaking to the men. He's seriously injured and needs immediate care. His life is in danger. Get the medicine quickly. Then Ning Tian comes in front of that man. Then he says, I can save him. But the great elder says to Ning Tian, Patriarch, although you're well accomplished in cultivation, when it comes to healing, it's better to let someone get the medicine to avoid further delays. But Ning Tian tells the great elder, don't worry. Although I can't revive someone back to life, I can handle such a minor injury. And Luo Wujing says to the great elder, lay him on the floor. Then Ning Tian starts using his power and takes out the veins. Then he gets ready to treat the man, and seeing all these things, everyone is very surprised and Luo Wujing is also surprised to see this. Then Ning Tian starts healing the man, seeing whom the great elders are saying, Tao of music spiritual veins? Empress, wasn't the patriarch being hunted? When did he learn this? And Luo Wujing is thinking, I'm afraid the Queen Mother of the West could never have expected this. Could it be that he learned the Queen Mother of the West skill through the healing Tao of music charm left in his body? And then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system and the system says to Ning Tian, you shocked everyone. In the Heavenly Demonic Palace, martial arts skill, Nimble Path? Obtained. And Ning Tian gets reward from the system, Nimble Path, body movement, and attack combined into a single skill. Tenfold comprehension activated. Comprehension complete, and now that man has completely healed. Then he opens his eyes and he comes down. Then he bows before Ning Tian and says to Ning Tian, Patriarch? Empress, please avenge us. And after listening to that man's words, the great elder becomes very shocked and he says, the recent monster riots in the Cold Wind Mountains have been harming many of the Heavenly Wind City, so I sent you to suppress them. What happened? Why have only you come back? Then the man cries and says, it's Yiling of the Beast Tamer sect. And we see, Cold Wind Mountains Heavenly Wind City. Many beasts have attacked this place. And we see a man who is speaking, Senior Brother Li. Wasn't there a lot of demon-repelling powder sprinkled around Heavenly Wind City? Why are the monsters still appearing? And the other man says, don't panic. Go quickly, support the other disciples and lead the residents to escape. And the name of the first man is Tian San, and the name of the second man is Li Chengde. And we see a third man who has attacked this place. And this man's name is Yiling, and it is Righteous Alliance Beast Tamer Sect Genius Beast Tamer. And Yiling is saying, with all due respect, everyone that's in Heavenly Wind City today. And his beast has caught a girl, and he signals his beast, and tells them to kill both of them, so that two snake-like beasts attack both of them. But Li Chengde is stopping the attack of that snake. And when he looks back, the snake has attacked Tian San and bit him. And throws it away, seeing which Li Chengde starts worrying a lot. But he is killed there. And Li Chengde is saying to Yiling Beast Tamer Sect, you actually controlled the monsters of the Cold Wind Mountains to riot and massacre the city. What kind of righteousness is this? But Yiling says, in order to kill you demons, it's necessary to sacrifice some cattle. And that girl is saying to Li Chengde, Senior Brother Chengde, they're completely crazy and evil. Just leave me here, return to the Heavenly Demonic Sect quickly. The Patriarch will avenge us. And after listening to that girl, Yiling laughs and says, huh? Is it that useless Patriarch who only relies on women to save him? Then Yiling kills that girl, and Li Chengde gets very angry after seeing this. Then Yiling leaves that girl, and Li Chengde goes to catch that girl. Then Yiling is saying to him, avenge? I will make his death 1,000 times more painful than yours. And Li Chengde angrily says to Yiling, Yiling, you'll be punished for this. Our Patriarch, and the entire Heavenly Demonic Sect, won't let you go. But Yiling says, we're the righteous, how can we allow you, a group of demons, to interfere in our business? Then he signals his beast, and his beast kills Li Chengde with its claws. Then Yiling says to his friends, come on. Hang him and that woman at the gates of the Heavenly Wind City. I want everyone to see how good for nothing the Heavenly Demonic Sect's disciples are. And he would have hanged that girl and Li Chengde at one place. Then the same man comes to that place, and he is telling this to Ning Tian. When I came to my senses, the city was already in ruins. Senior brother Changda's body was even hung at the city gate. And after listening to all that man's words, the great elder is getting very angry at Yiling, and he angrily says, "Wicked, that beast tamer sect is truly despicable. Do they think there's no one left in our sect? Give us the order, Empress. I will take people and destroy them right now." And then Ning Tian says to the great elder, "Wait, I'm afraid it won't be easy to do that." But the great elder is speaking to Ning Tian, "Patriarch, how can you let them get away with this? Are you scared?" And Ning Tian says to the great elder, "It's not that I'm scared. But the Beast Tamer sect belongs to the Righteous Alliance, and the leader of the Righteous Alliance is an immortal emperor. He's not weaker than the Empress. If we go to massacre them, Righteous Alliance will definitely take action against us. Considering the conflict between the two sides, let alone revenge, Beast Tamer sect won't be affected at all." And hearing this, everyone gets shocked and says, "Then what do we do? Could it be that we can't get revenge?" But Ning Tian says smilingly, "Revenge will be taken. But not in this way." And Luo Wujing is surprised to hear this, and she is asking Ning Tian, "What's your idea?" So Ning Tian says, "Let's follow the same rules. We also let the disciples of same generation go to them for experience. Even if they kill all of the Beast Tamer sect's disciples, they have nothing to do about it." Then the great elder says, "But Yiling is the #1 genius of their sect, and he's extremely powerful. Right now, the disciples of our sect are Earth King at the highest. No one can necessarily be considered his opponent." So Ning Tian says seriously, "I will go. You dare to kill my followers, righteous my ass, you're tired of living." And after listening to Ning Tian, Luo Wujing says to Ning Tian, "Then, go ahead." And after listening to Luo Wujing's words, both the elders get very shocked, and the great elder says to Luo Wujing, "Yiling broke through to the Earth King realm a year ago. I'm afraid he has improved further by now. If the Patriarch goes there rashly, it might be dangerous for him. Our heavenly demonic sect cannot lose it, Patriarch." But Luo Wujing says, "You have to trust him. That guy, he always shows us miracles." Then the great elder says to Luo Wujing, "Since the Empress has said so, we should also trust the Patriarch. The Beast Tamer sect has hundreds of disciples. In order to ensure the Patriarch's safety, I will organize the disciples right now." But then we see that many disciples are moving towards Ning Tian. Then one of them says to Luo Wujing, "Empress, please allow us to go to the Heavenly Wind City with Patriarch to take revenge for my brother. The blood of a heavenly demonic sect's disciple cannot be left unavenged." And all the disciples together start requesting them and saying, "The blood of a heavenly demonic sect disciple cannot be left unavenged." And Ning Tian is very surprised to hear the words of those people. But we see the great elder, who is very happy and saying, "Good. Since you've shown your loyalty, I will definitely help you with all my might." Chasing Wind Flame. And the great elder summons many horses. Then the great elder is telling Ning Tian, "Patriarch, this is a rank 2 demonic beast, Chasing Wind Flame horse. It may not have the best combat power, but it's very fast. Within half one day, it can get you to the Heavenly Wind City." And Ning Tian sits on the horse and says to all the disciples, "Everyone follow me to the Heavenly Wind City. Let's make those villains pay with their blood." After this the scene shifts, Cold Wind Mountain Range. And we see Ning Tian and all the disciples moving forward on horses. Then a disciple says to Ning Tian, "Patriarch, we're just a few dozen miles away from the city." So Ning Tian says, "Is this the Cold Wind Mountains range?" And the second disciple says, "Yes, this mountain range is tens of thousands of miles long, we're at the outskirts." And then Ning Tian notices something. Then he comes down from his horse, and is looking at a footprint, and he is saying, "There are not only beast imprints but also human ones with blood stains mixed into them. It must have been the Beast Tamer sect." Then a disciple comes running and says to Ning Tian, "Ha! The scent of blood is so thick," and Ning Tian says, "It's most likely coming from the Heavenly Wind City. Furthermore, that smell coming from the Heavenly Wind City has begun to attract the beasts of the Cold Wind Mountain Range." And then a disciple comes in front of Ning Tian and says to Ning Tian, "What? Patriarch, take the rest of the disciples and go first, I will stop them. But Ning Tian starts running ahead and tells his disciple, seeing the legendary ferocious beasts for the first time, although there's a strong sense of oppression, they're still only rank 1 after all. I'll just use them to try my new skills. And Ning Tian gathers spiritual energy in his hands and uses heavenly sword slash, due to which all the trees in that place are cut down. And we see that due to this many beasts are killed in 1 stroke. And seeing this all the disciples become very shocked. And Ning Tian stands very calmly. Then he says to all his disciples, let's go. Also the system gives a notification to Ning Tian and the system says, you shocked Li Changxing in the group. Aura cultivation plus 100 rewarded. And as soon as they all go ahead, they are very surprised to see the body of that girl and Li Changda hanging in front, seeing which the disciples are saying, it's senior brother Li Changda and senior sister Tao. Then Ning Tian cuts the rope of both of them and brings their bodies down. And when Ning Tian looks carefully, the girl has a letter. Then Ning Tian picks up that letter and starts reading it, and it is written in that letter. I hope the Patriarch will join me at Twin Moonlight Cliff to cultivate when we're back. Great Patriarch. And after reading that letter, Ning Tian is getting very angry and he is saying, Li Changxing, take your men and kill all the beasts in the city first. Rescue the survivors, and give the ones who have died a proper burial. As for the corpses of the heavenly demonic sect disciples, find them and I will take them back home later. There are many in the Beast Tamer sect. As long as the blood stains are followed, I can find them. I'll be right back. And saying this, Ning Tian moves forward to take revenge from those people. Then after this we see a scene from another place, where the same man is sitting, and his other friend is saying to Yiling, thanks to Brother Tui, I've also killed several heavenly demonic sect disciples. After we return, I should be able to exchange a yellow grade skills for me contributions. And another friend of Yiling says, by the way, did you hear? Before those heavenly demonic sect disciples died, and the third man was laughing and speaking, they spoke of the legendary patriarch who would come to avenge them. So funny. And Yiling is saying, if he dares to come, I'll deal with him just like those Tash. He'll be looking at me with fear and begging me for mercy. Exciting, right? And Yiling is doing dirty things with that girl, seeing which all his friends are happy and are saying, as expected of the senior brother, yes. How can that pretty boy who relies on women to live be compared to you? And the other man says, it's quite exciting to think of that patriarch kneeling down. But then strong winds start blowing at that place, seeing which Yiling gets surprised and says, where did this violent wind come from? And we see that someone has attacked his team, and killed many of his comrades very easily, seeing which Yiling gets even more shocked, and he is saying, what kind? An evildoer is causing a ruckus in this dark night? And we see that many of Yiling's companions are killed in 1 stroke. And seeing this the girl is saying, it is the innocent souls of the heavenly wind city coming to take our lines? But Yiling gets very angry and he throws the girl away and is saying, damn it, what is going on? On? And then Ning Tian enters that place and he is saying to them, he is a genius. Is the Beast Tamer sect also scared? And as soon as Yiling sees Ning Tian, he is asking, who is he? But Ning Tian is staring at Yiling and says to him, the one who will take your life. Then Yiling says to Ning Tian, judging by your aura, you should be a 3-star Earth King realm at most. You're not worthy to be my opponent. You must have some type of special movement skill that helps you to sneak attack in the dark. Ha, you're but a little rat that hides behind the dark clouds to protect yourself. But under the moonlight, you won't get another chance. And Yiling moves forward to attack Ning Tian. But Ning Tian is smiling and says to her, haha, who said I'm only capable of sneaking attacks in the dark? And Ning Tian starts releasing his power, seeing which Yiling gets very shocked and he is thinking, he's only an Earth King, but how? Come, his spiritual sea is even bigger than an immortal emperor's. And then Ning Tian gets very close to Yiling, then says to him, you shouldn't get distracted during a fight. Heavenly demonic palm. And Ning Tian makes a very dangerous attack on Yiling, due to which he falls on the ground and he is saying, cough. Heavenly demonic palm, why you're the heavenly demonic sect's patriarch Ning Tian? Weren't you just a pretty boy who relied on women? And Ning Tian has shocked Yiling a lot, due to which Ning Tian starts getting skills from the system, and the system is saying to Ning Tian, "You shocked Yiling. Obtain Tao of Music skill, Beast Tamer Call. Beast Tamer Call, tenfold comprehension activated. Beast Tamer Call's comprehension complete." And Ning Tian gets very shocked after hearing that skill. Then we are told, the Beast Tamer sect, as implied by its name, is famous for its skill to tame beasts. Most of their disciples rely on demonic beasts to fight. If one is very talented, one's combat power could be enough to fight 10 opponents alone, and Ning Tian is becoming very happy after hearing all these things. Then Yiling is asking Ning Tian, "Why? Are you smiling?" So Ning Tian says to Yiling, "It's nothing, I just thought of a very interesting way to make your atonement for your sins more genuine." And Yiling is asking Ning Tian, "What sins?" Since ancient times, there has never been coexistence between the righteous and demonic paths. We, the righteous, eliminate demonic bastards like you, the heavenly demonic sect, and defend the Tao. It's the righteous thing to do. And Ning Tian laughs and says, "Haha, you're wrong, that's not how it works. Actually, only the strongest can determine the rules. Currently, I'm stronger than you, so you'll die." But Yiling is ready to attack Ning Tian, and he is saying to Ning Tian, "You are arrogant. Even if you have a spiritual C, I still have a killing move." And uses his power, due to which many beasts come to that place, and he is saying, "Ning Tian, get ready to die. Tear him apart." And many beasts move forward together to attack Ning Tian. But Ning Tian is saying, "High-grade spiritual weapon? I was wondering where all the demon beasts went. So they were with you. That makes things even easier, Beast Tamer Call." And Ning Tian plays music using the Beast Master Call, due to which all the beasts stop at the same place. And seeing this, Yiling gets very shocked, and he is thinking, he actually knows the Beast Tamer Call, and it even looks better than mine? Then we see some disciples, and one of the disciples is saying, "Did you hear those unusual sounds?" So the second disciple says, "Must be the howling wind." And Ning Tian says to Yiling, "Your beast-taming skills are quite poor." And hearing this, Yiling gets very angry and says to Ning Tian, "Who do you think you are to judge me? No one but my master can surpass me in the Beast-Tamer Call." But Ning Tian says to Yiling, "Then let me teach the undeserving you a lesson on your master's behalf. What is that Beast-Tamer Call?" And Ning Tian has used his power, due to which all the beasts of Yiling move forward to attack Yiling. But Yiling is fighting with all those beasts and killing them. But then another beast attacks Yiling from behind, due to which Yiling gets injured. And seeing this, Ning Tian is becoming very happy, and he is saying, "Yiling, how is losing in the hands of demonic beasts you're so proud of feeling?" But Yiling kills the beast and is very angry at Ning Tian. And Ning Tian again starts using his power, and this time Ning Tian has summoned his sword. Then he is saying to Yiling, "It's simply an eye for an eye. Not long ago, while you were controlling these demonic beasts and massacring the Heavenly Wind City, did you think such a day would come? This is for the people of the Heavenly Wind City." And Ning Tian attacks Yiling with the sword and injures him, and Ning Tian is saying, "This is for my heavenly demonic sect's disciples." But Yiling is not killed yet, and he is saying to Ning Tian, "Kill me. Please, just kill me." But Ning Tian says to Yiling, "Kill you? When you tortured and killed my disciples, enjoying them suffering, were you thinking of giving them an easy death?" But Yiling is trying to run away from this place, and he is saying, "Save me. Anyone, please save me. Where are the Beast Tamer sect's disciples? Are you all dead already?" And Ning Tian is moving ahead and saying to Yiling, "You can't run away. This is the price for your sins, your life." After this, the scene shifts, and we see Ning Tian's disciples burying their comrades. And then Ning Tian comes to that place, and he says to a disciple, "Have you took care of everything?" And that disciple looks back at Ning Tian and says to him, "Patriarch, you're back." But when he looks carefully, he gets extremely shocked, because Ning Tian has killed Yiling very badly, and he has brought his body with him. Then Ning Tian is saying, "The Beast Tamer sect's young master, this length is captured."